Hey everybody, it's your girl Angie. Welcome back to Kiss My Chick TV. Today, real quick, we're gonna do some Survivor talk. I'm on my little lunch break. I'm in my little office. I'm trying to hit up these reviews very quickly. Survivor was not all that exciting to me this week. The merge, I thought it was gonna really give something. It didn't really give me anything. I do have my little Buck Furpies reverse it shirt on because I plan on going out to get some exercise and some sun today. So let's hurry up and get through this lunch break so I can hurry up and get off work. Okay, first, the Edge of Extinction. They have their little, it's time for everybody, somebody to get back in the game. You know I was rooting for my fantasy picks because it ain't no spoiler. Y'all don't watch Survivor. Wendell, who is my winner pick, is already voted off. So I was like, I really need one of my fantasy picks to get back in. So my fantasy picks that are on Edge of Extinction are Yule, Natalie, and Tyson. So we already know Tyson got back in, so I was really happy about that. It only costs one token for people to get an advantage in the challenge to get back in the game. It should have been two or three tokens. Because everybody had an advantage except for who didn't have an advantage. Yule, Parvati, and Amber. And Amber only didn't have an advantage because she gave her token to her husband, which we knew she would. Um, the challenge wasn't really that exciting. Everyone had the advantage. It was between really Rob, Natalie, and Tyson. And the whole time I had my fingers crossed. I said, anybody but Rob. Anybody but Rob. I don't want to see him back in the game. Matter of fact, the two people that had the most fire tokens wasted them because the one token was for the advantage, and now they both have an idol that they can't even use. Like, what's the point of having an idol sitting there over on Exile Island? I don't know, but that was Natalie and Rob. I don't know, but Tyson won. He's on my fantasy team, so one of my fantasy picks are back in the game, and I'm excited about it. I hope he can do well. So now everyone, Jeff told everyone that they're on the jury. And right then and there, I said Sandra should have stayed. I said it last week in my review too. I said Sandra should have stayed. She should have been on the jury. This is one of the top seasons, winners at war. Why did you go home? You should have been a jury member deciding who wins this game. Queen. She don't get to be queen no more for quitting. I don't care. I changed my mind. I changed my mind. So now we're at the merge fees. Yay. Everyone's together. Tyson is with them. What I pulled from the merge feast was Denise talked too much. Yeah, they asked you how Sandra went home, but you ain't have to tell everybody. And the way you said it you weren't trying to brag, but it came off as a brag. Like, aren't you reading your resume? So now, Denise, you're a target, and you didn't have to be. And now that I think about it even more, when she started to tell the story, you should have got rid of Tony. You should have got rid of Tony or Kim, either one, because Sandra, when it comes to the merge, she's not about to win any of these challenges. And like I said many videos ago, people would have just used Sandra as a vote. She would be like, yeah, the queen is still queen. Come vote with me. No one would have really listened to Sandra. She was no threat at the merge. Matter of fact, you probably could have dragged Sandra to the end, especially if it's a top three, and she still would have got 0 votes because no one was really respecting her game so far. So I'm just saying, but I don't think the heat would have been on you as much, and you probably could have saved your idol. I know I'm talking backwards and I'm talking really quick, but what you should have did, Denise, is you should have, when Sandra gave you that idol, you should have got with Jeremy and said, look, this what Sandra did. She done gave me her idol. Me and you gonna vote for Tony. I'm gonna play my idol for myself, because Jeremy would have confirmed, yes, all the votes are going on you. And then bam, Tony is gone, and now Denise, you still would have had an idol. But let's move on. The next thing from this merge is Jeremy and Wendell get close. Jeremy is like, well, who you got with you, Wendell? Wendell's like, I got Nick and Michelle. But wasn't Michelle already with Jeremy before the swap? So I think it was a mistake for you not to pick Michelle back up, Jeremy, but we gonna get there. But Jeremy is like, I want Nick out. Like, I want Wendell to come to me, not go to Nick. Nick don't fool with Wendell. After last week that much, they just kind of saved him to be saving him. Um, but let's move on. The Big Threats Alliance come back together. Tyson and Ben are talking about it, and they loop in Tony and they loop in Jeremy. I don't think it's gonna work. I don't think it's gonna work. I don't think, because they're the big threats as far as men are concerned, and they're physical big threats. But we all watch Survivor enough to know, just because you are a physical big threat, all of these challenges aren't about physicality. A lot of these challenges coming up are going to be about puzzles, balance. This was probably one of the few that are going to be about holding on to a pole. And let's get to that. That's the immunity challenge. You holding on to that long pole. Why they make the pole so tall? Because Michelle almost broke her leg. She busted her ass. I'm sorry for cussing. And I was concerned. I was like, Jeff, you need medical? Like, Michelle fell off that pole so hard because you falling from so high. And you don't have time to just kind of slide down the pole, because once your arms give out, they give out. And it's like, bam. So sad, so sad. It was raining. It was freezing cold. And Sophie looked like she could barely do the challenge, but she did good. Sophie did good in the challenge. And where did she get clothes from? Why you come out there in a swimming suit to get in the challenge and put on your clothes? You should have... That ain't got nothing to do with nothing. Nothing to do with nothing. This immunity, one man and one woman got to win. Denise won for the women. It was between her and Kim. Denise won. Denise is a physical threat. And Denise needed that win, because I believe everyone would have rallied to vote Denise out if she didn't win that immunity. Jeremy won for the men. It was between Jeremy and Nick. I was kind of surprised, Nick, you go. And along with immunity, they won a fire token. I still don't see, when they showed their list of what they can buy with them fire tokens, it wasn't anything like an advantage or idol. It was like food and tarps and stuff. I don't know, but let's keep moving. So they're back, a merge. What do they call them? A merged group, a merged tribe. They're tribes. Okay. They're all merged. Strategy goes out. Jeremy wants Nick gone. He's already said that earlier in the episode, but he doesn't want to look like the leader. Too late, Jeremy. Sophie, she sees you. She's onto you. She was like, yeah, I know Jeremy want Nick out, but I want Wendell out. Why don't we cut Jeremy at his knees and get rid of Wendell? Okay, so now it's between Nick and Wendell. Jeremy somehow gets wind of it's going to be Wendell, and he was like, okay, they don't want Nick out. Why don't we just go for Adam? Well, Denise might not want Adam. Adam might, and so Denise is like, I'm cool. You see this? It's smooth. Ain't no ripples over here. Adam can go. I love Denise now. Like, I just like the way Denise talks. I like her confidence in the game now. I really like Denise. She said, smooth. I loved it. Okay, so editing was amazing. Like I said, this episode wasn't too exciting to me. I didn't take too many notes on Tribal Council. We get to Tribal Council, they do whatever talking they're gonna do, and bam, Wendell goes home. I could have swore it was gonna be Adam. Because Tony was flip-flopping, Ben was flip-flopping. It looked like Jeremy had the votes to be like, okay, you don't want to do Nick, what about Adam? And everyone was kind of on board with Adam. But then it was like, no, still, I'm with this merged tribe. I can't see where the lines fall, especially after this vote. I don't know who's working with who. Like I said, it doesn't look like that big threat is going to work out. Why did they blindside Michelle and Nick? I'm sure they would have easily... Michelle would have said, okay... They would have both said bye to Wendell, especially after last week. They wanted him gone last week, too. I don't think Jeremy could have really roped Michelle back in. Like, Michelle was your homegirl on the Blue Tribe before the swap. He could have easily said, Michelle, look, I can't do anything to save Wendell tonight. It's going to be Wendell. I'm going to write his name down. I think you should write his name down too. Michelle would have relayed that message to Nick. I don't think they would have cared that much. And then you could have brought them into your alliance. Now that you blindsided them, they might start looking elsewhere. I don't know. Get in the comments, let me know why you think they had to blindside Michelle and Nick. I don't think they really talked. See, Jeremy's issue was, instead of rebuilding his connection he already had with Michelle and got the info from Michelle on Wendell, he went to go bro down with Wendell. I don't know if, did they know each other before the game? I don't know. But he went to go bro down with Wendell thinking, I'm going to get Wendell and bring along Michelle and Nick when you already have Michelle, Jeremy. I don't get it. I don't get it. Y'all get in the comments. We'll talk about it. So who's left in the game? Let's go through my poor little fantasy team. So my winner pick is gone. Wendell is gone. Even if Wendell wins, I think whoever wins this next challenge to get back into the game, they're not going to do a Chris. They aren't going to win immunity and say, I give up my immunity, make fire, and win the game. It's not going to happen. So whoever comes back in this game the second time, they're going to go right back out. So if Wendell, even if he comes back, he's not going to win the game. So, okay, my winner pick, bye. Adam is still on my fantasy team, and I just wrote doomed. I said Adam is destined to go home. It looks like next week. Like, he's saying he's playing with fire in a little preview. The previews never tell the true tea. Adam has his name written on the snuff torched wall. I just feel like it's only a matter of time before Adam goes. So Adam brings me no hope. Tyson is back in the game. Tyson got a maybe. I wrote down maybe. Because if Tyson plays this right, if he lays low for a couple of weeks, I just don't know who he can hook up with. I think he should probably hook up with Sophie. Tyson needs to stay in that threat alliance as well. He needs to keep with Jeremy, Ben, Tyson, Tony. I just don't know. I think Tyson just needs to lay low. Don't call any shots. Wait. Get about 3 more people out, Tyson, and then run for it. Get 3 more key people out. Build you up a strong alliance, and then run for it. Start winning the challenges. I have my fingers crossed. Tyson is the only one I'm still have hope for. Who's left in the game? Who do I think as of right now, with who's left in the game, and this is just as of right now, I don't know any other future information of the season. I think as of right now, I would give the win who I think can get there and win, Michelle or Kim. And I only say Michelle or Kim because they're playing good games that aren't recognizable right now, which means the people like the Sophies, the Jeremys, the Denises, Tony crazy self, Ben crazy self, they're gonna get rid of them. They're gonna get rid of them. They're playing too hard. The Adams, the Nicks, they're gonna be gone, and that's gonna leave you with some Michelles and some Kims who might be able to pull out some big moves closer to the end of the game to build up their resume. Or Sophie. I don't know. I just feel like Sophie is already looked upon as a leader. It's going to be hard. It's a lot of good people left in this game that I just can't wait to see where they go. As of right now, this week, this tribal council, the lines aren't clear to me. Even the voting blocks aren't clear to me. Just because for the life of me, I don't know why they would leave Michelle and Nick out. And since Michelle and Nick were blindsided, who are they going to be the most hurt by? Are they going to be more hurt that Jeremy didn't tell them what was going on? Like, I don't who are they going to gravitate to? Can Jeremy still pull them in? Like, I don't know, but I can't wait to see it next week. Let's get in the comments and talk about it. I don't have anything else to give because, like I said, it was a good episode. It just wasn't exciting as other episodes in the past. I really can't wait to see what goes on going further now that we're merged. Wendell gave his fire tokens to one to Michelle, one to Nick. I'm happy he did because when he was thinking about it, I said, you better give Michelle her fire token back. He should have gave Michelle both of them for all of the headache he gave that woman. But anyway, that's the end of my video, you all. I'm sorry it's not a long video. You all might like the shorter version videos because I can get to rambling. I know. But that's all I have to give this week. Go ahead, become a part of the Kiss My Cheeks TV family. Subscribe. I will be doing Survivor for the remainder of the season, and I'm getting ready to do the challenge next. I can't wait to talk about the challenge next. Like, comment, share, all of that good stuff, and I will talk to you later. Bye.